And of course, the last one, the cream of the crop, the one that we've been waiting for to come out of its egg. What's up, Royals? I'm Kai. Hope you're doing well. And I gotta say, I'm surprised that we are on our third egg cutting for Axanthic pies. Yeah, that's right. We already had 2 clutches of Axanthic pies. This is the third one. There is one more to come later on in the season, so make sure you're subscribed. Stay tuned for that. But today we are on clutch number 3, and this is an egg cutting video. So let's go. Another clutch of Axanthic pies. This is probably one of my favorite projects just because I get such great odds on this project. The first Axanthic pie clutch of the season, I hit 1 double visual. The second clutch of the season, I made 5 double visuals. And we'll see how this one does. Now, you probably noticed that there were 2 eggs that had 2 green lines that I put on there. The reason, so here's the first one. And the reason there's 2 green lines is because I think there were 2 circles when I candled the eggs. So I'm hoping that means this egg could potentially have twins. It's a really, really full egg. So we'll have to see. It's a full egg. It's going to be a gusher. Look, it's hard to even pinch it. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. I really want to see twins. It's just cool to be able to hatch a couple twins. I don't think we have twins in here based on how big this animal looks, but it is definitely, is it definitely? I have been wrong before. Let me just move the tub over. I have been wrong before. Come on. That looks like a pastel Axanthic pie. See what I say? See what I told you? We get really, really good odds on this. I love it. And by the way, the red veins that you see in there, that's okay. It doesn't hurt the animal. Well, we didn't hit twins, but we did hit double visual and pastel. And there's pastel in that, which is awesome. Now, this female that laid this clutch of eggs, she also laid last season, but she didn't give me any double visuals. And ooh, the coils are kind of thin. I don't know if that one is just because it's near the tail. Yeah, I don't think there's twins. I think maybe I'm just seeing things. Maybe I just wish I saw 2 embryos when I was candling them, but this is definitely an Axanthic. That's definitely Axanthic. Since the sire is a pied head Axanthic, that means this has to be 100% heifer pied as well, which is great because I don't really like dealing with possible hets. However, nowadays, since we're all trying to hit double visuals, triple visuals, quads, pentas, you kind of have to deal with 66 and 50% in pos hets. So yeah, the mom is a double het, pastel Axanthic pied. And like I said, the dad is a visual pied, 100% het for Axanthic. So here we have what looks like a pastel pied. And how do I know it's pastel? Well, you can see the blushing on the head. And you can see a little bit, not a little bit, you can see the umbilical cord, part of it at least. It looks to be okay. It's not extremely tight around the snake, but it is something to watch out for. And this is one of the reasons, and kind of an excuse, but it's a reason why we want to cut the egg, so we can see things like this and keep an eye on it. So if that umbilical cord becomes really tight around the snake, what I would do, and I probably will do this anyway, is to cut slits down the side. I mentioned this in previous videos. Cut about 4 or 5 slits down the side. That'll help the egg just to open up a little bit and give the snake a little bit more wiggle room, and hopefully the snake can free itself from that tight umbilical cord that's bound around it. That way you minimize, interaction with the snake and maybe even doing further damage. But if there was complications, then yeah, I would definitely go ahead and pull the snake out, at least part of the snake out, in order to untangle it. All right, we have a pastel, straight up pastel. Now this would be 100% het for pied and 66% het for Axanthic. And here, since we already hit a pied, it's just 66% het for Axanthic. All right, we got 2 eggs left. Let's hope for another double visual. And if we don't get a double visual, I would be happy with an Axanthic over a pied, because having an Axanthic would mean that it is 100% het for pied. However, if we hit a pied, then we would have to deal with 66% het for Axanthic, and this is neither a double visual, a pied, or an Axanthic. This is another pastel, just like the last one. So pastel, het for pied, 66% het for Axanthic. All right, last chance. Egg number 6. Egg number 6, last chance. Come on. Come on. I want to be greedy. I'm not going to be greedy. Well, I want to be greedy, but the odd gods are not allowing me. So we didn't hit a normal, but we got 3 of these pastels. Yep, 3 pastels, 1 Axanthic, 1 pied, and 1 double visual. I will take that. I'm going to put these back in the incubator. It's going to take them maybe a few more days for them to crawl out on their own, and then I'll give you guys an update, all in this video. So stay tuned. So this is an update from that clutch. This is another one of those clutches where one of them just refuses to come out of their egg, and so the other ones, or a few of the other ones, have already started to shed. This one you can see has started to turn blue. If I can get his or her eye to show you. There you go. So I think this is a boy, if I'm not mistaken. I did try to sex these earlier when they came out of the egg, and I think I got really good sex ratio. If this is the only boy, then I think the other ones are all females. Yep. So you see the 2 hemipenes. I'm going to go ahead and put this one away, and then we'll show off the other ones and pop them as well, just to reconfirm if they're male or female. So here are 2 more pastels. By the way, the last one was a pastel het for pied and 66% het for Axanthic. These 2 are the same. And you can just see the difference in color. See how this one has more of an orangey tone to it? This one's got more of a yellowy tone to it. But they should both be female if my first attempt at sexing these was correct. Yep, so that's a girl, and you can see the pied markers. We know she is 100% het for pied because the dad is a pied het Axanthic, and the mom is a double het, pastel double het. Yep, so this one is a female as well. So 2 pastels, het for pied, 66% het for Axanthic. Now let's get on to some visuals. So this is cool. We have 1 of each. This is a pied, also pastel. So it's a pastel pied. Just want to check the sex of this one real quick before we continue. Okay, so that's a girl. And she will be 66% het for Axanthic. Sometimes Axanthic has, the head Axanthic has some influence on the way it looks. Usually the color is a bit more, it's hard to explain, lighter. I want to say lighter. The sheen is a little bit different than a typical animal. And those are things that you have to observe, I guess, in person for a while before you can really call it as a het or not. I mean, you'll never be able to 100% guarantee any pos het to be 100% het unless you breed them, or nowadays you can use genetic testing. But I don't think we have a genetic test for Axanthic just yet. And over here we have this beautiful silver, black, white, gray Axanthic. And because this is the Axanthic, the other recessive in play in this pairing, which is pied, is going to be guaranteed. So this is a Axanthic 100% het for pied. And this is a girl. Let me check. Yes, it is a girl. So we have two girls. And of course, the last one, the cream of the crop, the one that we've been waiting for to come out of its egg. This is why it took so long to make this update portion of the video, all because of that last girl, and I'll show her to you right now. Check this out. This is a Pastel Axanthic pied. And I did say girl, but let's just double confirm here. Now last season I did produce Axanthic pies. One of them is a male, which is a Pastel. Of the other two that are female, I think one of them could be a Pastel, but not 100% sure. This one, there's no mistaken, it is Pastel. Just look at how gorgeous and bright and silver. As this ages, the silvers will be more defined between the white sections. You'll see more of an outline come in, but that'll just make it so much better. And because this is a girl and this has Pastel for sure, I think this is the one that I'm going to hold back. Out of all of the Axanthic pies from this clutch, from this season, this is the girl that I'm going to hold back. You guys know I had to save the best for last. I hope you enjoyed seeing that Pastel Axanthic pied, and it's a female, and you know it's a holdback. Next season, I want to incorporate pinstripe and fire to this project, so make sure you guys don't miss out. That about wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel and you want to be informed of future uploads, make sure you're subscribed and ring that notification bell. As always, thanks for watching. Please share, and remember, rules for life. Peace out.